Wow, 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 wow. I'm setting up my stream. I'm setting up the stream. I'm a little nervous to be streaming this early in the day because a lot of the people that watch have a job on the weekday. Um, let me Here we go. Oh, I actually have to be aware of what I title it today because I'm doing things a little bit differently. Oh snap. You better wake up, yeah, before we break up and you lose me. The one who really loves you. All right. Susie only wants you until the day. I'm gonna get claimed. I gotta stop it. Was far, far away. Yeah. I gotta stop it. I better stop. I can't stop. Love, you better wake up, yeah, before we break up and you lose me. Okay, I'm done. I got out of my system. Here we go. Oh, 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 silly Lily, you know she doesn't really. Oh, all the girl in the oh my world. How can I be like I do? And they gonna put you down. Let's turn that off and put this right here and go like this. And I want to say thank you, ATFers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Just thank you for being you, you know? I don't know how often people stop and thank you for being you, but I want to be one of those people. I want to be the only one. I want to be your thanker. I want to be the only one who thanks you for being you. I want to be your thanker. I want to be the only one you say you're welcome for, yeah. Ow! Okay. Let's go to... Why is it nothing but bangers today? Oh, girl. I'll be in trouble if you left me now. Okay. I gotta stop it. I forgot how to do YouTube. Oh, I gotta list it public. How I depend on you to give me love when I need. Right on time, you will always be. All my friends call me a fool. They say, Ilia, let the woman take care of you. I need to get going. But even they know why can't help me now. Oh, now I should have listened to you when you told me not to find a girl from Miami. I got offended and I almost killed you. Oh, now you were right all along. I shouldn't have been texting other women, but I have to be Conor McGregor. Thank you for being here, everybody. I don't know how you're here because most people got jobs. So I don't know how you're listening right now. Turkey's Nest, what's up, man? What's up? ARJR721, I don't know if he's hiding in the break room. I don't know what's going on because I know that this is a respectable, employed individual. So this doesn't make any sense to me right now. Jorge Tirado, Lord of the Pies, what's up? Adam. Javi, the dojo has afternoon classes now. We're having to expand. We're getting packed. We don't have more dojo space, so what we need is more classes right now. More classes. And I think it's better, it's like when you get into one of those private schools or something like that. Smaller classrooms. That's what I'm trying to do. We got bodies on bodies in here. So instead of trying to get a bigger facility and watering down the lessons, I think it's better to go with smaller classrooms. I think it's the best benefit for all of us. Yosef Yirma, hola GM from Ethiopia. Dang, Ethiopia, that's crazy, bro. What's the Wi-Fi like, bro? Ethiopia. Dang. Wi-Fi, more like where-fi. That's crazy, bro. Thank you for letting me know you're from Ethiopia. That's crazy. Lord of the Pies, I turned my boss down and turned you up. Dang. Toying it up. I appreciate that. Waffle Bot first. GM, this card coming up is the best looking card in months, but it's going to probably be my last card watching. So, Waffle Bot, what is it that you're upset that they've been rigging? Even though I'm not disagreeing with you, because they've been rigging things forever, it seems like. We've been calling it WWE for the longest, especially when they went full TKO. So I know what you're saying. I sympathize. However, I'm going to have to be a hypocrite and keep going down that road because this is the path I've chosen. Yeah, it turned out very, very fortuitous because I've been missing a lot of weekends lately. Jesse Jr. has been in a lot of sports and stuff like that. I've been taking care of a lot of things. I've been moving. I moved to a new place. I'm unloading a lot of stuff. I got a storage unit filled up, and Marilena keeps telling me, you got to go empty the storage because we're paying a lot of money. And I'm like, hey, bro, I wish I could clone myself, but I could only do so much in the day. But I'm actually going to be able to make the event this weekend. I'm actually going to be able to stream Makachev and Jack Marilena. So I hope you guys are able to come through. What's up, Marin? 12:30 a.m. Dang! It's 12:30 a.m. in Ethiopia. So 1, 2, 3. So you guys are like 13. No. You guys are 11 hours ahead of us. My math is not that great. That's crazy. ARGR721 just got out. What a treat. You got out of work or wait a minute. This is good to know, ARJR. So you just got out of work. Where you're at, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4:30. So now, okay, that's good. I wasn't quite sure when you get out of work typically. So because there's look, hey, don't get offended, all right? Don't get offended, some of you guys, all right? Some of you guys. There are certain people that are pillars of the community here. That you know what? They're such a pillar of the community that if it's within my control, I'm actually scheduling my time around their time. Because they're the few and the proud, they're the most loyal, and it's like, hey, this is what makes sense. AR, what time you get out of work? That's when I'm streaming. Like that's how we get down. Because some people have just like they just spread their wings and proven themselves around here. So it's like they've earned that level of respect. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to take note to know when ARJ, because I don't want to stream when ARJR can't watch. I don't want to disrespect them. I feel like I will be doing a disservice. Let me turn that up. I almost missed I got all my homies with me. Almost, Lord Racer, almost. I had a trip to the chiropractor, so I'm a little bit late right now. The dry lich. Why are you always mad at me, bro? Everything I say. I feel like we're at Thanksgiving. Like every time I stream is Thanksgiving, and the dry lich is that one cousin that we're always beefing. We could never see eye to eye. Let me turn this down a little bit. Marloca is working. This is beautiful. Out there being a respectable member of society, contributing and whatnot. Because I got all my employed people with me. Let the beat drop. We are family. Cause I got my gainfully employed homies with me. Marloca, listen, and people don't get mad at me. Look, I'm having to make some decisions lately. I'm having to make some difficult moves, and that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And unless you wanna get the rowdy number and you wanna pay all my bills, then you just don't be tripping, all right? I'm gonna have to make some decisions that's best for the analytics, best for the channel, best for the algorithm, best for the bills, best for the rent. That's just the way it goes. And in order for me to not tank my channel when I feel like I'm finally back going in the right direction on the upswing, I'm going to start making my live videos private after the fact. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me that I don't want to tank my channel and my watch time and my algorithmic ventures. Excuse me. So I'm just letting all the gringos right here know, with the green taggers, the green cards, the green namers. I want to let you know that if you're ever unable to make the stream, like right now, Marloca is out there putting in some work, taking care of business. I will let you know that you can watch this after the fact on the members tab. I'm also going to put them, I believe I will be able to do this because I don't want to disrespect the patrons. I'm also going to put it on the Patreon. I can't keep tanking the channel though. If you're not a gringo, if you don't got that green name, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not tanking my channel and ruining my livelihood for you. I apologize. I also don't mean to alienate you by sounding like I'm being rude to you. I'm just saying, like, some of you are probably cool and understanding and you're not even tripping. I'm just saying for the one person out there. You guessed it right. Last time in the last stream, South African. Wait, there's South Africans in Ethiopia? You guessed right last time in the last stream. I'm South Africa. It's 11:30. So could you be like South African and Ethiopian? Or did like the South Africans migrate to Ethiopia? Wait, are you like Adesanya type of? Are you like a Adesanya type of South African? Or are you like a Dudu Plessis type of South African? You know what I'm saying? You know. I'm just trying to find out what, because I want to come correct. I want to be respectful when I talk with you. I want to make sure I know what's going on here. The Wi-Fi got CTE out here. Do you think Jason Herzog will be working this event? I would be surprised if he is. And look, let me preface with this. I have always been a big fat fan of Jason Herzog. I have always been very open about and it's not like it's something to be embarrassed of. Like I'm saying it like it was a dirty secret or something. But I've always been very open about the fact that Jason Herzog has been my long-running favorite referee. So I take no joy in the recent events and suspicions and stuff like that. But I do think it would be pretty dumb, ill-advised, for him to work this event. I mean, if Dana White is taking the whole thing as serious as he's acting like, and he's even talking about it, like if he even gets a hint to this or whiff of that, they're tons. We're talking federal prison status. So if he's going to be like that in regard to the fighters and then be like, oh, Jason, you know how there's like everyone's super suspicious of you right now and they're all looking, 2020 hindsight at all these funky looking fights that you were involved in. And then even the Tomas Aspinall thing looks very kind of fishy now, though. Like, you know how you're super sketch right now. Anywhere, you free? You want to come do like one of the biggest events of the year? That would be crazy. That would look super hypocritical and crazy. So I don't think he should. However, that being said, I'm pretty sure he will, because that's how the UFC operates. I'll be surprised if he's not working it. Trying to catch up here. What's up, Tinali? In the park. Grandmaster is actually the goal of the YouTube MMA world. Only one TV. I appreciate you saying that. Now, analytically, social blade wise, analytically wise, anyone who knows how to count and use numbers wise, some might say that that's not correct. If you're speaking talent wise, then we may agree with you. If you're talking about not just being like, not like just making content like the National Enquirer, but actually being an MMA truther and speaking of substance, more people might agree with you. However, I'll take it, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate that very much. I've said it many times. It's a coping mechanism. I'm trying to make myself feel better. And it's working. It's been working. I keep saying I would rather be underground. I'd rather be the underground unsung hero. I'd rather be underrated than overrated. I'd rather be the Toxic Avenger, the cult classic. I'd rather be the Toxic Avenger than the Marvel Avengers. You know what I'm saying? All the overrated, CGI, inflated this and that, too much hype. I'd rather be the Toxic Avenger. I went full Toxie and I'm embracing it. I'll make a video that I'm proud of and it gets 3 views and I can sleep at night. Not literally. I got really bad insomnia, but metaphorical. So I appreciate that, bro. Dang, Javi got out of work early. That's cool, bro. Ordinary Pete. Hey, Ordinary Pete with that self-inflicted type of stuff right there. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Ordinary Pete, the OG to the game. I think he's been here longer than me. Thank you. Thank you, Ordinary P. I appreciate you. ARJR721 is adding to this with 10 memberships. Dave, the homie, Dave Laribaudier. Dave Laribaudier, Fezik 007, Sorrows of Sin, Virgin Taker 96. They keep staying the same age. Anissa, Scott 32 Hot 3, Blades and EDC, Napalogi, Darren Kinamon, and Mocracy. Congratulations. Don't forget to scope the members only tab. There are so many goodies on there. It is the dark web of the Mexican martial arts. It's where it's not meant for gen pop. There's so much stuff on there that the innocent eyes of the general public will never see. They will never see them. Let me see here. Nah. Ordinary Pete, no juice has been taken away from you. You got all the juice, bro. You got all the juice. I'm gonna start calling you now I lost my juice. Hold up. Dang it, I don't drink enough orange juice. Dang it. See, that would have been funny, bro. Dang it. I was going to say, hey, Ordinary P, you got so much juice, I'm going to start calling you Tropicana. Dang it, that would have been funny. Hey, I'm going to clip it. I'm going to clip it later, act like it was organic. Ordinary P, you didn't lose your juice? Charlie. Hey, bro, you got so much juice, I'm going to start calling you Tropicana. There we go. See? No one will ever know. No, the studio audience. Only you are privy. Why don't you do a fight companion with MMA Guru? That's like saying, why don't I do a fight companion with John Anik? I don't know. I never turned one down. I don't know. It just hasn't happened. I will tell you this, and I feel comfortable saying this because no one has ever tried to do it with me that I'm aware of. So I don't feel bad saying this. I'm not totally against collabs. First of all, look, geez, there's only 48 people here right now, so I'll say this. It's not something that most of you that have been here for years know that I don't know if you want to chalk it up to anxiety, if you want to chalk it up to just not liking humans for the most part. It's not really my first instinct to be a collabor. It seems exhausting to me. Like when I used to collab with We Out Here MMA. Before I did it, I was like super stupid nervous because I don't work with a lot of people very often. I like doing my own thing. I like being a lone wolf, and I was super nervous, and I didn't know how it was gonna go. Are we gonna mesh together? Are we gonna talk over each other, step on each other's toes? Is it gonna get weird? Are they not gonna get it? And then when we started doing it, I felt like we were best friends, and I was like, man, I could do this anytime. Like we just clicked so well. I mean, as far as I felt, I think they felt the same way, and people seem to like it. But like, I guess when I haven't done it yet, when I haven't gone over the hump, it's like almost nothing could get me to do it because I'm just so like, it's gonna be weird. But I don't know. I've never been approached with that. And when it comes to like, I'm not completely against doing collabs. I've done them, and I don't think I've ever done one. Well, I don't think I would like to collab on a fight companion though. I think I'm just so used to, I'm very stubborn. I'm used to doing things my way and my format, and I know what my pace and so on and etc. and so forth. But yeah, I mean, I'm not anti doing something like that. I just want to make it clear because you worded it like if I'm against doing it, and I'm not against it. Many don't know, but El Grandmaster is one of the great historical figures of Valle Central. Hey, people don't know. People don't know. Hey, people disrespect the 559, bro. People disrespect it. They don't understand. You are correct, Ordinary Pete. You are correct. I have been trying to have some more balance in my life and be more of a family man. And I have been attending a lot of the kids' sporting events. So it has been taking me away from the fight companions. I am trying to do whatever I can, though, to make sure that it's never my doing. If I'm here, if I'm able to, then I need to do it. Thank you, Only One TV. Oh, Tinelli, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing well. That's always a big hiccup, a big monkey wrench into things, isn't it? I don't know the level of what you're going through right now. You know, I mean, I don't mean to be insensitive, but you know, it kind of depends on who it is. You got different relationships with different people, but I just, you know, take your time. Take it easy. Find some peace. Relax. I will get to my title very shortly here. I just want to say hello to everybody. I ain't Ethiopian, fool. You're confused. No, not you, Adam. No. Because I know Adam is South African. But somebody, where was his name? Yosef was saying that he's in Ethiopia, but he's South African. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Are you like half Ethiopian, half South African? After the February 2020 Dom Reyes Jones robbery, I was so heated. I said no more UFC. Now 5 years later, I'm finally ready. And I think I was acting the same way. I remember after the Reyes fight and the Thiago Santos one, I was like, bro, I'm done. Anyway, I gotta make a new video for tomorrow. You know, I can't get away from it. You know, doing what I do. Somebody's at it again. Somebody's giving memberships again. Hold up. I'm starting to get behind. Adesanya's Chinese. That's right. I forgot. I'm being insensitive. Please forgive me. I'm white if that's what you're asking. No, Adam. I was asking Yosef. Yosef. I'm white if that's what you're asking. Du Plessis is Africans. I'm not Africans, just white. But in Africa, South Africa, Pacifically, bro. I feel like this is like a who's on first. I feel like we're doing a bit right now. This is like, so are you Chinese or Japanese? It's like King of the Hill. What's up, James Bishop? Good to see you, bro. See, I was hoping that going live a little bit earlier would help me catch some of the homies that we've been missing. It's the opposite of like that song I was singing the other night. I ain't missing you at all. But instead it's, I've been missing you a lot since we've been gone. Oh, wait, Toxic Event. I remember a few years ago they were talking about making a new Toxic Avenger movie, and then I thought it fizzled out. Did they actually make it? Because somebody is saying that the new Toxic Avenger movie is good. I didn't know that. It came out in 2023? It came out 2 years ago. It came out 2 years ago. Okay. And I missed it. Okay. So I need to... Oh, we should watch the Toxic Avenger for one of our movie nights on Patreon. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed it. I was waiting for that movie. Actually, if I remember correctly, I sent them an email because I should find the email for you guys. When I heard that it got greenlit and they wanted to make the movie. This was like back in like 2019, maybe 2018. I caught wind of this. And I emailed them and I told them I wanted to be in it. I didn't even know it came out already. I got all my homies with me. I can't believe I missed that. That is so annoying. I can't believe that. GM is the people's champ. Thank you, Javi. Thank you, Javi. I appreciate you. I accept it. I accept the award. GM is the OG BMF champ before it got tainted. For real, man. They ruined it. It's straight up a participation ribbon these days. Thank you, Ordinary. Jeez. Bring us some potatoes. For real, better to be underrated and never duplicated. Thank you, bro. What do you think of Josh Hokett? He's half Mexican. Is this a prelim fighter? Am I going to look like a casual right now? You going to make me look like a casual? Wait, I know this dude. I remember his last... I'm pretty sure I called his last fight. I couldn't remember his name right now. I don't know. He seems alright. I don't know enough about him to have an opinion. Angel Padilla. Hey, don't even trip, Angel. I was telling the people earlier, I told them, don't get mad. There's things that we need to fine-tune to make this channel be a success. And one of those things is I'm going to start because I don't want to kill my watch time anymore. And I did this a long time ago. And then I undid it and now I got to do it again. I'm going to, whenever you miss a live because you're at work and you're a respectable member of society who's gainfully employed and whatnot, after the fact, after the streams, I'm going to make them on the members tab. So you could always see anything you missed on the members tab later if you care to sit through it, just so you know. Leon Enriquez, what's up, man? Good to see you. It's good to be seen. Confucius say, man who stands on toilet is high on the pot. Hey, bro. Hey. at the new pad that I'm at this rental, they got these old school toilets, bro. You know how back in the old days the toilets were tiny? They're tiny toilets, bro. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be graphic or nothing. But if I had to choose one or another, some people might say that I'm a little bit bottom heavy. You know what I'm saying? I got that low center of gravity. I got those thick legs. And you know, when you're a man, when you're of the male persuasion, and I'm just speaking hypothetically, you know how sometimes, like, let me know if you guys know what I'm saying. The gentleman in here, you know, if you are a gentleman of male descent, and maybe you've been blessed, and if you are using a toilet that is a smaller toilet, and maybe the water runs a little high, you know what I'm saying? You might drown in there. You know what I'm saying? You might feel like you're getting contaminated. You might feel like you're taking a dip in stagnant waters. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to say what I'm saying, so I need you to let me know if you know what I'm saying, so I don't have to say it. They got them old school toilets, man, and I'm having to stand high up on the pot. I'm having to go like I have my book. I'm like this. I'm having to stand up like if I'm out in the orchards on the side of the road. I can't get down with these little toilets, man. And I was wondering, can I, like, it's a rental, maybe I'll lose my deposit, whatever. Could I just swap out the toilet? Could I just go to Home Depot and swap them and just keep the one in the garage, and maybe we'll move out, put it back? I don't know, but I cannot rock with these little toilets, bro. I always feel like I'm gonna get a disease or something. I'm trying not to cross-contaminate, you know what I'm saying? It feels gross, bro. I come out with like my thighs, my quads are burning because I'm standing. ARGR721, don't forget the like button. If you got gifted, hitting the like button is mandatory. Let's go. Thank you, ARGR721. Thank you for letting the people know. Service announcement. Public service announcement. That's probably how it should go, Lord of the Pies. Make it more competitive like that. James Bishop, thank you, bro. Which MMA fighter is 100% paid off? Which MMA fighter is 100% paid off these days? I mean, like, whether we're speaking metaphorical, hypothetical, or whatever, we all know what you're saying. Which MMA fighter is 100% paid off? Dang, there's kind of been a changing of the guard lately. Like, there's a lot of new faces that are coming into power. I'm gonna say Tomas Aspinall. I think that he had. I think. Look, there's, again, two things could be true at once. And even though I made the video exposing the truth of his eye and whatnot, I also think that there's some things going on behind the scenes in regard to the rematch being bigger than the initial match. And you got to get people to play along in order to make this kind of stuff happen. There's been a lot of shenanigans, a lot of politics, a lot of gaming the system, a lot of waiting around, whether it was because of John Jones and having fake titles and now eye pokes and rematches and trying to set it up and pace things out and get the timing correctly so that maybe Aspinall could fight at the White House. There's just so much funny business that has been around this whole thing. Well, I appreciate that you acknowledge me, Only One TV. I feel honored. What's up, fool? Thanks for the laughs. You are one of the funniest fools I watch on YouTube. Thank you, Johnny. Hey, in case anybody ever gets it twisted, because sometimes I see people coming on here talking about their opinions on my takes and what they think about what I think and how they think something I said is stupid or incorrect and blah, blah, blah. My goal on here is I'm trying to make people have a good time. I'm trying to make people laugh. Whether they're commuting, they're doing some yard work, they're trying to doze off to sleep, whatever it is, that's the goal. I want to make people have a good time here. And if I end up saying something that makes a lot of sense and is accurate, and I give some good information, bonus. That's the bonus rounds. But thank you for those kind words, Johnny. ARJR721 just slapped down another 10 memberships about 40 minutes ago, and I barely saw it right now. Dave Gathard, Apple ID, Mohammed Khalil, Teeping Tom. Hey, that's a good one. Teeping Tom. Happy Accident, Mozam Chic, yeah. Tukek, Bo La Plume, Joey the Weed Ninja, and Jay Play. Congratulations. You have received a beautiful, everlasting gift for 30 days from ARJR721. You have been granted access to the members only tab. It is the dark web of the Mexican martial arts. You can find hidden gems there that the public has not access to for 30 days. Absolutely, he is in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely. I want to kick it with you. I really think that we could kick it good. Thank you, Abel's Adventures. Thank you, bro. We're kicking it right now. Respect from Sweden. I was around when you was down, and I'm glad to see you doing. I was listening to that song the other day. It's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? Respect from Sweden. I was around when you was down. I'm glad to see you doing better. I truly wish the best for you. True talent doesn't come around all that often. Don't let anything hold you down. Thank you, Haris Varden. Thank you, bro. I feel like I'm on the come up right now. I feel I have a seventh wind at the moment. I have a different level of energy. I've been going to the chiropractor. I'm about 3 inches taller than I was the last time you saw me. I've been eating better. I've been sleeping better. I have goals that I'm actually trying to hit now. Things that I want to do with the channel, with the Patreon, with the membership. For somebody like me and the kind of brain that I have and the way my brain operates, and I know this is like a very generic statement, and like everyone watching will be like, that's how we all work full. But I know I could say of myself, if I don't have goals, if I'm not operating off of, moving toward a goal or some kind of checkpoint, I am just a hopeless, meandering procrastinator. And I feel like I've kind of reset a lot of things lately, and I feel good about the direction that I'm going in. So thank you, Haris Varden. Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to continuing the journey with you. Mar Loca is flying through the workday. Flying through the workday like a little birdie. Look at that. Thank you, Mar Loca. Just flying through. Not even looking at the clock. Not even looking at the clock like Tomas Aspinall during his last outing. Ouch! Ouch! Dave Gathard. I believe that was ARJR721. ARJR721 is your sponsor. Congratulations, bro. Juice box in the house. Connor C. I'm doing well, bro. I hope that you're loving life right now. I hope you're having a good time out there in the universe. I was excited. Look, listen. I have not etched everything in stone yet. But if everything goes the way that I think it should go on the weekdays, I believe what I'm shooting for is doing a early in the day stream. I'm talking about even earlier than this. Like, I don't know if I should even throw out a time. I'm thinking like 10, 11, something like that, PST. Earlier in the day stream, and then before that, I'm talking about I'd probably start working like around 6 or 7 a.m. I'm writing, I'm editing, I'm shooting, I'm researching. I do a little stream, maybe an hour or so earlier in the day. After that, I do more writing, shooting, editing, that kind of thing. I do another stream a little later in the day, maybe like 3, 4 PST, something like that. That way, it's later in the day enough for people on the West Coast that are getting out of work. And then it's clearly late enough in the day for people on the East Coast. For them, it'll be like 6 or 7 already. And that was not intentional. That was not intentional brain rot, if you caught that. And even though there was nothing to catch because it was not intentional, it would have been more of an observation than a catch. And I want to apologize for that because I'm not 11 years old. But anyway, I do want to catch more of these early birds that we've been missing in the evenings. So thank you for being here, Connor. Can't believe I missed a Toxic Avenger, bro. Dang it. You know how kids grew up looking at like Batman and Spider-Man? I was full Toxic, bro. Toxic Avenger till the wheels fall off. Mike Alfieri. This is like Hollywood Walk of Fame status right here. 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. Always good to see Mike Alfieri be able to make it in the stream, live, in the flesh. Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for spreading your generosity to Raj Singh, JG, J Ren, Nasty Play, Mason Sullivan, Da King Ken, Mike MC, Nelson Perez, Michael Shalanke, and Chelton Al-Qaeda. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Shelton? Shelton. And what if that's Charles Sonnen's full name, Chelton? I thought I was going crazy when the fans were defending Jason Herzog stopping Texeria when he was fighting Derek Lewis. Now Jason Herzog is being investigated by the FBI. Yeah, I was getting irritated, and at some points you just gotta let it go. When you're in the position that I'm in, see, I'm not like a faceless YouTube commenter that is in a position where I want to beef all day, every day with strangers on the internet and cause a bunch of outrage. It's not in my best interest to conduct myself that way. So if I feel that, because I felt like that was an early stoppage, but I had to admit, a lot of the time, I try not to do it during the main events, but a lot of the time I'm distracted and I'm talking to the people in the chat instead of focusing on every second of the fight, you know? And I remember saying that I thought that was an early stoppage. Well, I guess that doesn't even matter. You don't have to be paying attention to the whole fight to see the stoppage. There were some people in the chat that were like, no, it's not early stoppage because of this and that and this. And I think at some point it's like, I'm just going to let it go. Because what am I going to do? Am I going to fight? Am I going to fight and argue and alienate my long-running homies and members on here? At a certain point, it's like, all right, we got to disagree to agree. Go our separate ways. Let's continue to have a nice Thanksgiving dinner in some peace and quiet so that we don't anger each other any longer, you know? That's how you get along with some of your loved ones. That's how you get along and stay best friends with some of the people in your life and some of your loved ones and stay married and stuff like that. You just don't talk to each other. Because when you talk to each other, you give yourselves the opportunity to realize, oh, this person is an idiot. I don't want to be in the same room with them. But if you don't talk to each other, you'll never get to that unfortunate place. So you just have to learn how to doom scroll and daydream and stuff like that instead of having conversation. That's how you preserve relationships. So I feel the same way. I've been a long-running fan of Jason Herzog, but I said that was early stoppage, and people kept saying, what about this? He was climbing the fence and this, that. And I said the same thing as the Tomas Aspinall fight. Oh, cool. Then call this. And I can't remember what it was. I think it was like, call DQ then, or call this, or call that. But don't say that it was a knockout. Man, I covered that quite a bit, actually. And I felt like I had some, and I stand by it. I had some good, solid points and takes on it where it was like, I'd have to go back and watch the intricacies of what went down. But I think it was something like their reason kept being one thing. And I was like, oh, well, then this, but not that. Somebody climbing a cage doesn't mean take TKO. DQ him then. Take a point. Say whatever. But that's not a TKO. That's like if somebody grabbed that's like if Texeria grabbed. That's like if he grabbed on and he put his whole hand. That's like if Texeria put his whole hand into Derek Lewis's gloves. Like he put it wrist deep like that. Imagine if Texeria he was wrist deep into Derek Lewis's gloves. And then Jason Herzog was like, oh, TKO. What? TKO? Why? Because he cheated. He put his wrist in the gloves. Well, then just DQ him then, or take a point or something. That's not a TKO. Oh, that's like if Texeria pulled on his shorts, trying to pants him in front of everybody and win via embarrassment. And Herzog was like, oh, TKO. Lewis TKO'd him. How? Because he pulled on his shorts? What? Same thing. He climbed the fence. TKO. What? Yeah, he grabbed on the fence. You didn't see? The only thing I heard beyond that is when people were like, yeah, because don't you... Then he would have knocked him out. Oh, we're speaking in hypotheticals now. Oh, so then why don't we say this? You know how Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo cold? That should have been a TKO, and Jose Aldo won that. If we're going to be hypothetical. Because the way I see it, I feel like Jose Aldo, when he would have got back up, I feel kind of like the way his body fell, he was positioned in such a way that the momentum, I feel like he could have done like some spinning stuff. I feel like he would have kind of got back up with a spinning elbow. He would have caught McGregor. I think that should have been a TKO for Jose Aldo, because we're speaking of hypotheticals now. We're trying to look into the future. We're fortune tellers. It was absolute, complete mental gymnastics for people to disagree that was an early stoppage with Derek Lewis and Texeria. And let me remind you, and I was saying this live in real time during the event, I wanted Derek Lewis to win. He was my pick. Sometimes I have a pick and I don't like the dude, but it's my pick. I wanted him to win. I liked him, and he was my pick. I couldn't be more objective. I'm so behind in the chat. Oh my gosh. I apologize. Let me catch up right now, because there's people being generous in here. And I don't want you to think that I forgot you. Yeah, for real, fool. I'm straight up horse stance training above the toilet. That's what I'm saying. There is a certain stink. They kind of smell like guava. The other day, I thought that a cat got into the pad and peed everywhere. Have you ever noticed the guava smells like cat pee? And the interesting thing, why does a toilet smell like cat pee? Why doesn't it smell like human pee? That's what keeps me up at night. And doom scrolling and thinking about cat pee versus human pee. ARJR721. Now my algorithm is going to be about cat pee and human pee because my phone's listening to me. ARJR721 just threw down $20 like if it's nothing. Like if he didn't already give like 20 Mexican martial arts memberships as gifts. Like if that didn't even happen. It's as if it didn't even happen. He just goes, oh, here's another one. I found another one back in my Levi's. Here's another one. Thank you. You're number one, ARJR721. Calling Dave Thomas, and your video was hilarious. Thank you, Kevin Downer. Thank you. That was a little bit of a last second addition, and that was a little bit of me and my crazy brain just kind of taking off with it. Sometimes I have ideas to put in the videos, and I think they're funny because my mind kind of just goes on tangents and it keeps going. Like, I remember I was watching, it might have been The Wedding Crashers, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. I think it was that movie. And I remember when I was, I don't know, a teenager or whatever, I don't know. I was watching the outtakes on the DVD for that movie. And I remember, I think it was that movie. If you have it and you watch it, you're like, what was he talking about? I think it was that movie. I don't know. I'm almost positive it was something with Vince Vaughn. And they had these outtakes. And I don't mean bloopers where they messed up. These were like extra stuff that they could have put in the movie, but they left out. And what it was they kept riffing on this one funny thing, and they kept going and going and going and going and going. But because of directors and editors and studios and this and that, they feel like they have to cut stuff out for time and for pacing. My thing is, I tend to not cut that stuff out. I'll just keep going, where I'll just beat something into the ground because I just think it's too funny and I don't know when to stop. And sometimes I'm like tempted to cut stuff out, but I'm like, I can't. Like, I would just be betraying myself. And I know this wasn't like super long-winded, but it was like long, because I was like, that's why they call him the light-skinned Gabby Douglas and whatever. And he gets in his head, and that's why they call him Doubting Thomas. And he eats his feeling. That's why I call him Dave. And I was like, some people are going to be like, okay, this is enough already. It's stupid. But I felt like some people like me are going to be like, it's almost kind of Austin Powers-ish, where you kind of just, you don't know when to stop something, but that makes it even funnier. I love that kind of humor. So thank you for bringing that up, bro. Marloca. Is she grading papers right now? I'm trying to imagine, like, what could you, like, watching kids play handball at recess? I don't know what you're doing. Clean up chemicals from science class? I don't know. But I just imagining you coming in and being supportive and helping out the channel mid being a responsible adult and doing what you need to do. It's a beautiful picture. Thank you. Could someone wake me up before we go live? Jane Caulfield's like, wake me up. I can't wake up. DM me. Dang. What's up, Zach the Tripper? What's up, bro? I'm trying to stream while it's still daylight. I'm trying something new. James Bishop with the self-inflicted membership. We are family. We got James Bishop with me. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Beautiful. Self-inflicted is beautiful. Come on. Thank you for joining me on my drive home, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Let's try not to interact with Kaimon too much so that he keeps his eyes on the road. But let's just send him our hellos and salutations mentally and spiritually. You are green. You are full-on gringo status again, James Bishop. You got that green card in that back pocket. We are family. My food truck season, my food truck season is over. I still got like 100 hours of sleep to catch up on. Wait, it's over. So what do you do in the off season? Are you like hitting the gym now and stuff like a NBA player? Like, what do you do when the season's down? Do you go travel? Psycho Chef 123, bro, so glad you figured this out. You were literally talking about quitting YouTube a while back. This is super dope. Psycho Chef, thank you. I'm happy to be here. I will never take this for granted again. I don't know how long ago you're talking about, Psycho Chef, because if you're talking about way back, I pretty much did quit for a couple years, and I was selling cars. I was a car salesman, and it was the lowest point of my life. It was disgusting. I hated everything about everything. I felt sick to my stomach about myself. And long story short, I will never take this for granted again, and I will do everything I can to make this work. And I respect everybody that wakes up to an alarm and commutes to a place and has to answer to a boss and has to clock in and clock out. It's super respectable, and I will never take what I do for granted again. So I'm happy to be able to be here. It just took me losing my house and having a little bit of equity to pay off some debt, but we're here now. That's what matters. I'm gonna have to read through this super quick because I need to talk about the topic. Marshall, your Aspinall video should have 100,000 views. Part of me wants to say I know, and the other part of me just wants to not say that and say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. it feels good to get subscribers, because there was a point I never thought I'd get subscribers again. I thought my subscription button was dead, so thank you. I worked very, very hard on that video. I'm super proud of it. And it is 100% the kind of video that if I would have made it a few years ago, would have absolutely got 100, 200, 300,000 views. But it doesn't do that right now, not on my channel. I can only hope that with some consistency that it will get back there. So I'm just going to keep doing my best. Thank you, Marshall Yu. Thank you for the kind words. ARJR721, some might call him a madman for doing what he does. I affectionately refer to him as Unbelievable. And as you can see right here, Exhibit A, he has his own Unbelievable emoji, and that says all you need to know. Zeus Christ, Michael Wagner, Mr. Nobody the Loser 13, Hitting Pickles, Ronnie Cobb, Shoff the Shaman, Sick-Witted Johnson, Ross Stradamus, Big Vlad, and Dalton Family have all been gifted. Congratulations. Please scope the membership perks tab so you don't miss out on any of the goodies that everybody else is missing out on that is not a member. Thank you. Oh, he's already home. Okay, he's home. Now you guys could all bug Kaimon. His life is no longer in danger. Did you guys know that every time you're driving, your life is in danger? You don't realize it because you're just so used to it. When you eat, even when you have dinner, your life is in danger. You're one bite away from choking to death. Did you hear about Mama Cass? Like, people think it's funny, but it happens. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ARJR721. You are a man among men. Now, I'm going to talk about... I have 3 minutes left before I have to wrap this up, and I have to talk about my topic for today. In 3 minutes, Ilia Topuria and his wife have separated. Everybody knows this. It happened like a month ago. I'm not breaking any news here. I'm actually asking for your help because, you know, you guys are able to do more legwork than I am myself, because there's 60 something people watching right now. That's about 130 something legs, I think. I only have 2. And they are connected to a terrible back with scoliosis. I'm not fully healed yet. So if you could help me, I hear people saying that they broke up because of him. I hear people saying that they broke up because of her. I hear people saying that she cheated on him. I hear people saying that he was texting other ladies trying to go full Conor McGregor, and that she caught him and that she said, I'm not playing around like that. I heard that she was teasing him because he was texting ladies, and he's like, hey, they're fans. What am I supposed to do? Ignore them? I'm trying to get them to buy my merch. I'm trying to get them to get me some pay-per-view points. I'm trying to get them to order the ESPN Plus. This is how you work the system, babe. And that she, once he was crowned the pound-for-pound king, was teasing him, calling him, oh yeah, pound-for-pound short king, and he didn't like that. They do say there are weight classes for a reason. Most men would like to believe that this doesn't apply when in a relationship. It's not something that you really want to be on the radar when you are with a lady. It's something that's not very comfortable to talk about. I exclude myself from this. You know, this isn't a personal matter because I am now seeing a chiropractor. And when my spine gets all stretched out and they do reverse the scoliosis, they think that I will be back to my original somewhere around 6'4", between 6'4", 6'5". So this does not apply to me. This is not a personal issue. But I could understand how somebody of the short persuasion could be upset with the woman that you're supposed to love speaking this way. Now, should he have seen it coming because she is from Miami? I don't know. But if you could leave me a comment, I'm going to sign off in the next 60 seconds or I'm going to ruin this stream and I cannot cut clips from it. Can you let me know in the comments if you've seen an interview, read an article, heard him say it from the horse's mouth? Whose fault was it? Was it the wife's fault? Was it Topuria's fault? Because I'm trying to, if I could build something with it, I don't want to speak out of turn. I want to make sure that I'm operating off of the correct information. I kind of think it was his fault because he is going full Conor McGregor, and he does seem that he's a little bit on the anti-Journey unfaithfully. He did the Faithfully remix from Journey, Unfaithfully. It's a deep cut. You'll think it's funny if you know Journey. I'm going to be back in a little bit. We are going to be doing movie night on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon,